What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I'm back with another video. Today I'm talking my weekly sneaker rotation, so stay tuned.
Doesn't make sense. I don't really know. Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still supporting.
Alright, man, I'm back with another video, man. Before I get too deep into this video, you already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video. Just like I said in the intro, man, I am back with another weekly sneaker rotation. Now, this should be week 59 to the best of my knowledge, and if I'm wrong, feel free to correct the kid down in the comment section. Now, y'all already know I started this series off in the beginning of 2023, and here we are in 2024, and it is already week 59, right? Okay, hopefully I'm on the right count, because y'all just wanted me to keep going, right? Okay, so pretty much go ahead and smash that like button and sub to the channel if you're new and we haven't done so already, and if I didn't say that in the beginning, but enough rambling, let's just go ahead and get to like this weekly sneaker rotation. Now, even before I get to that, if you want to get a sneak peek of what I'm wearing throughout the week, sign up for that sold out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the comment section and it is free to sign up. Other things on there as well, we talk a lot of sneaker news, we talk music, we talk sports, and we have a lounge. So we do pretty much a wide variety in the sold out Discord, shameless plug. But anyway, man, enough rambling, let's get to this weekly sneaker rotation. Now, y'all already know I end things off on a Friday and then pick right back up on Saturday. So coming in this Saturday, man, to pretty much what you guys are about to learn real quickly about in my area, we've had some low-key, like, on and off bad weather. So y'all know when it's bad weather, I'm giving you a hint already. I already bust out pretty much the patent leather, but we did clear up towards the end of the week. So just don't think it's about to be that, right? Okay, I pretty much had to leave the house every single day this week, right? Okay, and I'm gonna just keep it 100. But anyway, coming in on Saturday, man, a kid, I remember I had to step out to the chop shop, aka the barbershop. So I stepped out in my old Faithfuls because I think it was calling for rain that day. But even though I made it in, so there's no rain photo, I wore the Space Jams. Now this is the 2009 pair. I was gonna say 2009, but the 2009 pair, right? Okay. One of my favorite shoes in my collection, and you can see the yellow on these joints is pretty much gone. So these are kind of like low-key, it's a dope, fresh beater, right? Okay, where even on feet, they still look good, but you can tell, like, yeah, you've had these a while, but I don't want to get rid of these guys, man. To be honest, you got to have some pairs for whenever those rough days, like rainy days or snowy days, and you need to step out, but you know what I'm saying? If every one of your shoes is pretty much a grail, you're gonna mess it up unless you just gotta have some beaters. Even if it's not Jordan or Nike or anything else, you gotta have some shoes. I think back in the day, we used to call them quote unquote play shoes, right? Okay, and this is kind of what this is. Dope shoe, but at the same time, I'm not afraid to step it out and get it dirty, right? Okay, so pretty much this was my Saturday shoe, was the Air Jordan 11 Space Jam from 2009. Cool, now we're gonna move right along onto Sunday. Now this one I know for a fact was rainy day, or at least it was calling for it. So I had to step out again, right? Okay, had to definitely do some things, just honestly run errands for the house, right? Okay, so in Sunday, again, patent leather again. Now this is the 2010 pair of the Cool Gray 11s. Arguably one of my favorite shoes in my collection, and I will say this about this shoe, very, very versatile. Now the camera's doing this shoe way more justice than it is in person. Like honestly, if you see these joints, you can tell it is not the most freshest pair, but at the same time, for those days where, like I said, you gotta have some beaters for the bad / rainy days / snowy days. I will say in my area, the least amount of time we get is summertime. We get everything else. And yes, we do get a little bit of summer, but it doesn't last. We don't get a full summer like other places, right? Okay, and I'm not mad at it. I have adapted to my environment, so to speak. But anyway, this was my Sunday shoe. Was the Cool Gray 11s, right? Okay, from 2010, arguably one of my favorite shoes in my collection. as many as 11s as I have, I feel like I don't really wear them enough, but at the same time, they hold a special place in my heart. But anyway, this was my Sunday shoe. Now we're gonna move right on to Monday. Now y'all know the kid is right back to work. Y'all know I work a full-time job, so yeah, and it ain't letting up right now, and I'm not mad at it at all. So Monday, the kid stepped in none other than the Bred 11s, right? Okay, now I don't have the most recent pair. I believe this pair was from 2012. Don't quote me on that. I'm almost positive this was a 2012 pair. Matter of fact, let me just check the production date on these joints. 2012, yep. My memory serves correctly. When your shoes start to grow, you start to forget the year sometimes, and it does come back to you. But yeah, I wish I would have got the updated pair, which I believe was in 2019. But I didn't, and I didn't really fight over it either, right? Okay. I was like, you know what? These are in still good condition, and I can't really complain about them. I mean, sure, they could use a good wipe down, but still one of my favorite shoes in my collection, and I have a feeling that they will probably retro these probably within the next few years again anyway, even though it's been 2019, or we'll get another version of this. So again, I ain't gonna hold out or trip or just chase these on the resale market. So these pairs are still holding up. But this is what I wore on Monday. Almost positive it called for rain that day as well, but the kid had to do what he had to do to go get the bread, no pun intended, right? Okay, so this was my Monday shoe, was the Bred 11s, right? Okay, from 2012. Now I'm gonna move right along on to Tuesday. Again, more bad weather. So again, like I told y'all, I was pretty much patent leather pretty much half of the week. So pretty much, again, the kid stepped out again. Jordan 11 Concords, arguably one of my favorite shoes in my collection. And yeah, I remember what I had to do to get these joints, man, and it was not fun. But this is the 2011 pair. I'm not talking the 2018 pair, I think is the most recent ones that dropped. But yeah, this, and I do have those, but this is the 2011 pair, that low patent leather cut. Honestly, arguably one of my favorite shoes in my collection. While the camera's probably doing this a lot more justice than it is in person, these still hit. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of one of these shoes where if you know type of shoes. Arguably one of my favorite shoes in my collection, and to be honest, it's a special place in my heart, man. Only way I'm getting rid of these joints if they fall apart, you know what I mean? And probably it'll be a nice restore project for somebody. And y'all know I don't really be trying to crack people over the head when it comes to sneakers, man. But anyway, this was my Tuesday shoe, was the Concord 11 from 2011, right? Okay, almost got me there for a tongue twister, right? Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna move right along on again to Wednesday. Right back at the work, so I had to get right back to the Bred. That's a hint right there. So pretty much the weather had changed up for the better, and I brought out some Old Faithfuls, pretty much the Bred 13s, right? Okay, yeah, Bred 13s, and I believe these do feature 3M. Hopefully the lighting does it some type of justice. I can't really tell on the camera, but I used to wear this shoe literally like whenever, before my collection started expanding, right? Okay, whenever I got the latest J's, I would wear them for like the next couple, like 1 to 2 weeks, if not longer, right? Okay, like almost like every day it was like right there, grab it by the joke. Like this is why I got that toe crease. This is also when I used to go a half size up sometimes, and now that I've lost a little bit of weight, I don't have to, but you can tell I worn these joints a lot, and I've worn them in bad weather too. That was a bad mistake, and that's how I know how to wear certain shoes when the weather, if you can prevent it, because sometimes the weather can be somewhat unpredictable, right? Okay, but this is what I wore on Wednesday, and I remember one time I wore these joints when I used to, when and or if I used to go out back in the day, right? Okay, and I'm talking club hopping, this and the third. I used to wear this shoe then, and it was just much fresher back then, but I remember one bouncer, he was trying to charge me an arm and a leg for these, and I was like, to wear these, he wanted an extra 20 spot. And like, I can tell these are even having glue issues. Like, they're still holding up, but like, and the camera's probably not gonna show this, but I did kind of hear this today when I was walking. I'm like, it sounds kind of weird, but still holding up and still wearable. But I remember the bouncer, he tried to make me pay an extra $20 to get into the club, and I was like, nope. But somebody that I was with ended up doing it. Long story short, right? I ain't gonna like chalk y'all ears off, but pretty much this was my Wednesday shoe, was the Bred 13s. Super duper comfortable shoe. If you don't own a pair of 13s, do yourself the favor or your feet the favor and pick you up a pair of 13s. Pick your favorite color and go, right? Okay, so this was my Wednesday shoe. Now we're gonna move right on to Thursday, right back at to work. Y'all know how it is, man. Y'all know I work a full-time job. So the kid stepped in none other than the 13 He Got Games, right? Okay. Arguably, some people could probably say the 13s could be my favorite silhouette. It's not, but it's a nice runner-up. I feel like black and white, you can't really go wrong with it. Now, I know this is based off the He Got Game, the movie, but also it gives me like Scarface vibes for whatever reason. When I think about like the movie Scarface, it gives me this color palette with it, man. And again, super duper comfortable shoe, so you really can't go wrong with it. Not trying to overly sell the shoe, but y'all know when I go after a 13, it's definitely like, I guess, memorabilia, you know what I mean? Like, not only just comfortable, but I remember it probably was some shoes I probably couldn't grab back in the day, so I had to get them again, you know what I'm saying? Or I had to get them for the first time. So this is one of my favorite shoes. Now, when did this joint drop? I gotta double check this. This was in 2013, so y'all know my collection goes back, right? Okay, I kind of honestly have to explain this to my coworkers often, because they're like, man, you wear a different shoe every single day, and I'm like, bro, to be honest, I just been doing it for a long time. I mean, I got shoes all the way back from like 08 and actually 06 from what I remember, right? Okay, but don't quote me on that. But I'm almost positive. If I double check the production date, yeah. I've been doing it probably like, honestly, ever since I started working a regular job. Like when I got my first job, I used to buy shoes. But anyway, this was my Thursday shoe, was the He Got Game 13s. All right, cool. So now we're gonna roll right along on to Friday to close out the week. Y'all pretty much know how it is, man. It's usually just a chill vibe. Now, at my job, Fridays are considered a quote unquote casual day, but to be honest, never mind. I'm not even gonna go there about work. But yeah, usually Fridays are a casual day. I always be catching me trying to lax sometime anyway, man. But anyway, on Friday, the kids stepped in nothing other than the Air Jordan 1 Royals, right? Okay, and I definitely need to wipe these joints off. Because it's got that glittery effect up on the shoe, but I'm not mad at it. One of my favorite shoes in my collection, and I remember when I hit for these on the sneakers app, I actually just went for them. I didn't actually even think I was gonna hit on these joints. Now, I think these joints, if I'm not mistaken, they definitely dropped in 2017, because I remember that's when it is. Yeah, you can tell I wore this shoe a lot as well. Yeah, 2016 is a production date, but I'm almost positive they didn't drop till 2013, but they were produced back in 2016 all the way to like 2016, so that's December 2016. So I don't think they dropped until February of 2017, but don't quote me on that, but I'm almost positive because I remember I hit for them on the sneakers app. In fact, it still shows it there, right? Okay, but the Air Jordan 1 Royals, man, one of my favorite shoes in my collection, and to be honest, if you're like me, I'm pretty sure you probably have a lot of ones in your collection. You could easily do that by mistake, because that's what I did, right? Okay, but this was my Friday shoe, was the Air Jordan 1 Royal. All right, man, pretty much that completes this weekly sneaker rotation for this week, man. What do y'all think? Y'all sign off down in the comment section, and of course, let me know what you wore throughout the week as well, because y'all know I look forward to reading the comments. But other than that, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of this thing and stop rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out, and if you're new, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.
I figure out.